Hi, this is Shanna Day with the Shanna Day team. I'd like to welcome you to our listing presentation of why you should buy or sell your home fast with the Shanna Day Dream Home team. Today we're going to discuss about selling your home. What do most agents do when listing a home for sale? Well, on average, most agents will list a home for approximately 6% commission and will only do the 3 P's of real estate. They, 1, put a sign in the yard, 2, put it in the MLS, and 3, pray that someone else sells it. For that same 6% commission, our team promises to go above and beyond to exceed your expectations. I seriously do not know of another team in Utah or Arizona that does what the Shanna Day Dream Home team does to get you top dollar and in your time frame. Hang on to your hat, here we go. The Shanna Day Dream Home team does 3 major things to sell your home. First, together with you, we determine the right price. We don't come in and tell you what we want to list your home for. We go over all the numbers, we educate you, and with you, we determine the right price to list your home at. We are in an Olympic race here. We are racing against, 1, those homes that have sold. Those are called comps. We're racing against those homes that are under contract, those that are called pending. And 3, those homes that are on the market, those that are for sale. We have to look at all 3 categories to determine what price to sell your home for. Keep in mind that with Shanna Day Dream, we are internet marketing specialists. We have a designation which takes us above and beyond what other teams do. There are few agents in the state of Arizona or Utah that has this designation, and we will show you here today what the difference is and why it's so important to have that designation when you're selling a home. What most agents don't know how to do, most agents do not know how to apply internet marketing strategies that will, 1, get the most buyers to look at your home, both online and in person. So 2, you, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, will get top dollar and in your own time frame. I want to discuss the 10 rule here. This is really important. I want you to listen because we will be talking about this as we go. If we have 10 showings and no offers, your price is too high. If we go 10 days with as much marketing as our team does simultaneously, your price is too high. So at the end of those 10 days, we're going to be discussing whether your price is too high or not. But we will be talking about what the market is doing or not doing. We may or may not want to reduce that price, but we will be discussing that 10-day rule or the days of 10 rule. The first strategy that our team uses that 95% of agents do not use is, 1, we list at a distinct increment such as $500,000. Because of the internet searches, people will search between brackets such as between $400,000 to $500,000 or $500,000 to $600,000. So we look at that big massive margin from $400,000 to $600,000. We want all those people on the internet to be searching from those giant markers. It's easy to see that this way, if an agent lists a home at the typical $499, $999, they will obviously lose all those internet lookers who start their searches at $500,000 or more. They've cut their market in half. The bigger the bracket, we will get more internet traffic viewing our listing. Example, if we list a home at $500,000, we will get everyone looking from $400,000 to $500,000 and from $500,000 to $600,000. If we list a home at $479,000, for example, our brackets go down significantly. They become $450,000 to $500,000. In essence, we've reduced our internet traffic by 75% by doing that. The next strategy we look at is together we will discuss how your home shows. Does your home have positive features? Does it have curb appeal? People going by, seeing the sign, do they want to walk into your home? When they do get into your home, is it clean? Is it organized? Do you have chips of paint? Do you have things that need to be put away? Do you have too many things that are collector items? I sold one home that had thousands of teddy bears in it. It was hard to sell with the thousands of teddy bears in it. Or dolls, anything that is specific to one person, we need to clean it, organize it, box it, and store it. Does your home, is it properly staged? We have a team of agents that are expert in staging and designing. We can come in and help you stage for great photos. We might be moving green plants, floral arrangements. We might be moving those things around so that we can get the best photos to catch people's eye. Here's an example of a home that has great curb appeal. Even if you're not listing a $1 million home, I want you to go down to Home Depot and buy $49 worth of fresh flowers and put them in front of your home. It makes a huge difference. Here's another home. This one has the lantana that blooms year-round, and it's beautiful. It causes people to look up that walkway and look at that house, especially if there's a big red for sale sign in front of it. This home, see how we put the flowers and the fire in the photo? This photo would be rather boring if we didn't have that in the forefront. This one's staged beautifully. Yes, it is a $1.5 million home, but it's staged very cleanly with nice lines. We put flowers in the corner. Same home, but you can see that it's just, it looks like a designer home. And we can do that with your home as well. This home is only 943 square feet. It too looks like a designer home, and the way that it's furnished, it looks spacious. This is the great room area, it has the dining and the living room. Here's the kitchen. Everything's placed nicely. You can do it if you're listing this home at $150,000 or those others at $2.5 million. Does your home have negative features? Do you have dead or overgrown landscaping? Do you have clutter? Do you need to have someone help you clean? I've had to take cleaning crews in and buy Home Depot boxes and throw stuff into boxes and stack them up in the garage for people. Some people just don't know how to get their home clean fast enough to sell it. Does your home need painting? Does it need repair? And most significantly, do you have pets? Because if you have pets and you're trying to sell it to someone else, the odor is a deterrent for them looking at your home. We need to discuss that thoroughly. Look at this photo. I went and I listed a home that was just a beautiful home in a cute little neighborhood. When I left the listing appointment, I drove a different direction, and this is what I saw a half a mile from my home. So I have to be very careful when I'm listing a home so that I have agents call me to get into your home to make appointments. I will tell them, go this direction, not this direction, to take your clients. This is one of the reasons why. Do you have any of these things? I sold a home that had a complete animal collection, actually 2 of them. But very, very few people want to go into a home that has a collection of animals. We have to take those off the wall. I know it's precious to some people, but to 99% of the population, it's not. So we need to take those collections down. We need to make sure the photos are clean and crisp and they're not blurry. We don't want stacks of bags and storage and boxes around. Just get a storage room for 1 month or something. And then the pets, again, are a problem if we have pets around the house. The third strategy that the Shanna Day Dream Home team has, we have phenomenal marketing. Let's talk about it for a minute. We want to capture, like a giant magnet, all of the possible buyers that will be in your bracket for your size of home in your area. We want to capture them and bring them to your home. The first thing we do is we have the right signs and the right flyers. Look at this sign. It's red, it's bright, it's beautiful, it has the right posts, it catches your eye during the day, but it also catches your eye at night. It is reflective, so it doesn't have bright, obnoxious lights on it. It reflects car lights when they drive by. They do a double take, they look over at your house, and they're more willing to look a second or third time. Here's one of the great flyers that our team does. This is for an open house that we did for that particular listing. While we have the big beautiful sign in the front yard, we do an open house. We send flyers all over the neighborhood. We send just listed postcards all over the neighborhood. The agents knock the doors. They invite your neighbors to come over so that they can pick their neighbors to move into the neighborhood. This is how we find a lot of our positive buyers who are ready to buy, especially during holidays when families in town, they want to maybe have someone live close to them. So we do everything we can when we list a home to simultaneously list and sell and market to those people who are both in your area and on the internet. Everything simultaneously. The NAR, the National Association of Realtors, they profile and they do statistics on where all the buyers and sellers come from. And they also do statistics on how buyers find their homes. Real estate agents is one source of how buyers will find their homes. Real estate agents account for 35% of the traffic that brings buyers into your home. Now with our team, the Shanna Day team, SDT, we have so much advertising out there that there is no way of knowing where the other agents who bring their clients have actually seen the home first. So it may be from our marketing rather than from the MLS. But either way, the agents are bringing them to your home, but it's probably from our advertising. We also do a lot of agent-to-agent advertising. We have electronic flyers that go out to the 29,000 agents in our MLS system. We have paper flyers and postcards. We have virtual tours and YouTube videos. We also have constant communication. We actually target and call the agents who will have buyers for your home. We target the agents that have clients that are looking for homes in your area. We target those that have similar price ranges. We call them, we ask them, we tell them about your home. And then that way it will trigger their memory and their minds when they have someone that may want to be in your home. Here's an example of one of the flyers, the email blasts that we send out to the 29,000 agents. We also send out postcards, and we target either buyers or sellers in your area, both. And some of the things that we want to do is we always want to have a call to action. We want them to be thinking about either selling their home to move into yours, or to, if you want to sell your home because you're moving because of a job transfer, all of those same things apply. We love to have them get on our website so that we can capture their information just like we did yours, capture their information and then give them a call, meet with them. But here are some of the sites and strategies that our team uses. We have findeasyhomesfast.com. This site is up to date. It has all of the current listings on the MLS, not what you see on Trulia, Zillow that have been outdated or sold for months. The Facebook.com/Shanna Day team. This is a professional business Facebook page. We invite you to go on there and make comments, anything that you would like to do to add to the benefit of the Shanna Day team. We also have what's called a market snapshot. We have two similar products like this among our arsenal of tools. This particular one is fantastic for determining the value of your home. Just go to eastvalleypropertyvalues.com. You can put in your address, you can put in the number of bedrooms, bathrooms you have, and it will instantly send you a whole list of homes and information regarding your zip code, your area, your price range, your size of home. And you can determine online for yourself what area or price range we should list your home at. It's the first step. We also want you to stay up to date on what's happening in your neighborhood. And we highly encourage you to download our free mobile app. And you go to this site, the app.kw.com/KW60VEGJ. And once you download the app, you then put in the code KW60VEGJ and you have the mobile app on your phone. It's GPS oriented, so anywhere you are, you can just hit that app and you can see what the prices of the homes are that are selling right where you are driving around in. Any neighborhood, and it works in any state actually. It's pretty cool. We also encourage you to get our 8-point strategy to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Here's some of the strategies here that we will talk about. Our team has 8 strategies. 1, staging and professional quality photos. We have reflective signs, and we have 24/7 call capture writers on those signs. So if anybody calls for information, we instantly capture their phone number. We can text them, we can call them, we can have our lender call them, we capture them so that they could possibly come in and see your home immediately. We also have professional YouTube videos, virtual tours. We have those on sites. We have them on blogs. We have them everywhere. You can see in the blue dot, we have e-marketing via social networks. We have Facebook. We post your home to Twitter. We post it to Pinterest. We post it to Google+. Everywhere. We put it on every site that you can even think of. Lots of blogs. We have sticky marketing, and that's what I was talking about with the postcards that go out, the flyers that go out. Those type of things we call sticky marketing because people will set them aside. They will go to the open house. They will put them in their file. We've had customers call us 6-8 months later after they've decided that they have really want to sell their home, and they will pull our information out of the file because they've been impressed by it. And they'll give us a call. Our open houses with simultaneous neighborhood marketing, which we've discussed. Also customized marketing strategy for your home and your neighborhood. Sometimes your home will be a little bit too unique for your neighborhood, or your home will be in the luxury department, which takes an extremely well-organized, well-thought-out marketing plan so that we can get you top dollar and in the time frame that you want. Here's one of the Shanna Day Team blogs that we have. We have multiple blogs where we post information about your site, we post information about your neighborhood, we post information about the schools, about businesses. We want to post anything so that when people are Googling for information in your area, they will pull up our sites. They will find us on multiple random, whether it's blogs, whether it's social media, whether it's MLS. We want them to find your home first. Here's another example. We will send out YouTube videos in email blast to buyers. We've got about, I don't know, 3,000, 3,500 buyers in our system right now that we will send out videos to that will target their price range or their area. We also have online marketing. 92% of all buyers are looking online for their next home. 37% first found their home online before they even ever talked to a realtor. That's why it's so important that you have someone that is internet marketing specialist designation or has that designation, because they know how to find and reach those 92% of the buyers that are out there. This is an example. Because of our blogs and the way that we push our marketing out, see where this blue arrow is? About 25,300 results for our listing at 873 East Fieldstone. That means that we have massively marketed that property to 25,000 sites. Prime targeted national advertising. We want your listing to go to all the big listing agencies, Trulia, Realtor.com, realestate.com, housevalues.com, homes.com, Zillow, Facebook, pay-per-click ads, e-property sites, visual shows, Active Rain, which we'll talk a little bit more about, Blogger and WordPress, Craigslist. I want to tell you a little bit more about those. Here's one of our Craigslist ads. We just put enough information in to spark their interest, then they have to click through and go to the website where we capture their information, then we can call them back. But anything that triggers their interest, they can go and click on and look at photos, look at details, and then that's where we capture them. Our marketing team, we post our listings every 48 hours on the Craigslist. Yes, from luxury down to the little $50,000, $60,000 homes. We post everything and we treat it all equal because it's all important to our team. Brokerage websites. We take your listing and we force it out into the brokerage websites so that they are automatically being fed to their clients. So if they have any clients that are looking for homes in your area, your price range, it automatically gets syndicated and fed to those sites. There are very few agents that pay enough money to be able to broadcast to the sites that we're going to be showing you. Here's national portals. We want to be on realestate.com, realtor.com, truliahomes.com, hotpads, all of these. The one down in the far right, the Kijiji, that's the Canadian site. We want the Canadians looking, especially in Utah and Arizona. Our classified services, this is where everything has to be hand-fed. Okay, so we have to do everything by hand. If we want on Kijiji, the Canadian site, if we want it on Craigslist, we have to do it by hand. If we want it on Facebook, by hand. Visual shows, by hand. HGTV. One of my clients right now, HGTV, is doing a 3-day photo shoot at her house this week. It's fantastic. But all of these things have to be done by hand, and any one agent cannot do it all. There's 147 tasks a day on average that an agent has to do, and unless we have a complete team doing it, there's just too many things to do. That's why you want to hire the Shanna Day Dream Home team, so that we can get out simultaneously on as many possible sites as humanly possible. We want to be out there on all the search engines, of course, all the big ones, the Bing, the Google, AOL, Ask Jeeves, MSN, Yahoo. But we also want to be on all the social media sites, Google+, Active Rain, Facebook, Yelp, Flickr, Pinterest. Yes, we will post your property to Pinterest and get it spreading around virally. We have you on WordPress, which people can Google and find you on WordPress, blogger.com, LinkedIn. The big one up there, I want to talk a little bit about Active Rain. Active Rain is a blogging website where there's currently 354,000 agents and growing. They blog to this site. Here's an example of that one property where I told you we had 25,300 links. This particular one, 873 East Fieldstone, we wrote this blog. You can only see a portion of it here, but we wrote this, and that's one of the things that helped us go out there virally to those 25,000 sites. Because there are 354,000 agents blogging on that site, Google loves that site. So anytime we put keywords into our blogs about the community, we put them in about the schools, we put keywords in about the number of bedrooms. We have the training to know what to put into these sites so that people will find you when they're looking on Google or Yahoo, MSN. They'll find your home. Here's an example of one of the blogs that we put, or that we have posted, the Shanna Day, Mesa, Arizona Realtor. And you can search for homes from this. This is where I got one of my last listings from this blog. They looked up Shanna Day, or they looked up top realtors in Mesa, and they found me. And this is one reason why. See at the bottom where it says the date, 8/25/2012. The blog that I wrote was called Developer's Own Super Luxury Home in Villa Toscano, Mesa, Arizona. Now look across that. This was only up for a month or two when they had 3,979 or 3,979 views of that particular blog. And of that, over 3,000 clicked through on the links. So we add a lot of links taking them to other sites like searching for homes in Mesa or schools in Mesa, Arizona. We have them click through, and 645 people copied the URL or copied the link so that they could go back and show that. They could pass it on to friends. The power in this Active Rain blog is fantastic. Very, very few agents in the state of Arizona are doing this, and they're really missing the boat. The big yellow line up at the top, that tells you that I'm currently number 51 in all of the state of this is Arizona. I'm higher in Utah. This is one of our Pinterest posts where we actually post our YouTube videos. We post YouTube videos not only to YouTube, but we put them on our blogs, we put them on Pinterest, we put them on Instagram, we throw them all over the place on the web. This is the Facebook page. This is just an example, and you can scroll down and see a lot of our different listings. Open houses we've talked about a little bit, but we want people to go into your home. So we have red signs, red flags. This is our current sign that we use, and it gets a lot of attention. I'm out there. I'm looking for my competitors, and I don't see their signs. They're white, they're blue, they fade in, or they blend into the landscape, and you just don't see them. But with our big red signs that are reflective, they garner a lot of attention. We put red flags on them, and voila, we'll sell your house. There's also print. Now, print advertising, depending on the market, as our market continues to shift, some print things work, some things don't. Our just listed postcards have been working phenomenally for us the last few months, and so the second we do that, we set our marketing team up to get just listed postcards out, open house flyers, and we start instantly putting your home out there on the market. We also advertise simultaneously with our lender, which is CNN Mortgage. Anyone can use their own lender, that's fine, but if we could at all encourage people to go to either Adam Wayne or Nick Bernardo at CNN, it makes our life so much easier. Plus, they have so many products available. We offer, complimentary home appraisals, free pre-approvals. We have so much to offer if you will use our lender. Other Shanna Day team tools and systems. We have a lot of tools unique to our team that we use daily. We go to Spokeo, Email Finder, People Finders, Facebook, LinkedIn, Zobney, Google+, Skype, FaceTime, iChat, TeamViewer, Market Snapshot, and the mobile app. We use all of these daily to find people, find information about them, find out what they're looking for and where they're looking, because the more we know about them, the more we're able to convert them to either buy or sell a home with our team. Here's an example of the market snapshot that we have available. All you do is you put in your name, your last name, your email, your phone number, your address, the number of bedrooms you want, and it will instantly pull up all the homes that are sold, listed, or under contract. And you can see exactly what your neighborhood is doing at any given moment. Here's an example of our mobile app, and like I said, it's all GPS run, so wherever you are, the first thing that will show up is that home where you are. It's the easiest thing to get online and do it while you're driving around looking at homes. We also, when we are consulting with our sellers, we want to sit down and have a real heart-to-heart about what the advantages and disadvantages are with their home. And you can take a look at this. If, for example, we're selling that home that's in the yellow dot, it has some pluses, it has some minuses. Those that are the blue dots on the water are obviously going to be worth more than those that are in. Those that are along a major street are going to be worth less. When we get together with you to determine the value of your home, we will look at the overhead shots, both with Google Earth. We will look at the tax records. We're going to look at everything, but most importantly, not just the comps that have sold, but also your competition that is listed. But we also take into fact what we do with marketing so that we can get top dollar for your home. I had a question yesterday in a listing appointment, what's my average day on the market? And I honestly don't know. I do know that it's probably a little bit longer than other agents stay on the market because they want to get your home sold as fast as possible so they can put money in their pocket. So they will undervalue your home. Our goal is for you to get top dollar out of your home, whether it takes us a few more days or not. It's up to you on what your time frame is. If your time frame is tight, then we keep reducing the price. If your time frame is not, then we market simultaneously everywhere with open houses, everything, so that we can guarantee you the top dollar. Our team averages seriously about 10 to 15% above market value for the price that we garner for our sellers. That's what makes us so successful. Just wanted to ask one question. Think for just a moment, please. Is there anything that any other agent has said that they would do that I forgot to mention? If so, please talk to me. Tell me what you want to see in an agent and tell me what they are doing that we haven't said, because we will make every effort to bend over backwards to make you happy and do what it is that you would like us to do to be your agent of choice. What's on your wish list? What's your sales price that you wish for? And what do you want in a realtor? These are a few of the things that we'll discuss when we meet with you one-on-one. But why do you want to contract with the Shanna Day team? Well, first of all, we're in the top 2% of all agents in the MLS. We're in the top 5% of all the Keller Williams Southwest states. Shanna Day's team services the greater Phoenix area as well as all of the greater Salt Lake and Park City areas in Utah. Our team's advertising can be found on thousands of websites, blogs, social media sites simultaneously. We have full-time professional short sale negotiators with a 95% success rate. We also have personal mortgage consultant shops that they have 30 plus lenders each day that they shop for the best rates and best products for you. We are in constant communication with thousands of buyers and sellers, and we have agents that once you have contracted with us, will give you personalized service, and we will meet and beat the expectations that you have for our team. Please give us a call today, 480-415-7616. Again, the Shanna Day Dream Home Team, 480-415-7616.